What's going on, guys? Tim back again with another Secret Order of the Keys video for June of 2017. Alter Ego is this month's theme, so we'll be getting into this here. Again, I'll have the timestamps if you want to skip ahead to the answers down in the description below. Again, if you want to see how it's done and then solve it yourself, pause it right after I tell you how it's done, because I usually spill the beans pretty quickly thereafter. So let's go ahead and get right into Volatile Solution. Alter egos aren't always noble and heroic. Edward Hyde was the embodiment of Dr. Henry Jekyll's dark side. Set free through a mysterious serum, this formula contains the key ingredients to a serum distilled down to their rawest form. What did this concoction release? So we're going to take the test tube sequence in the Loot Crate guide, and we're going to take the pin. I'm actually using the pin in this one. I don't think we've used the pin in a bunch of these. Use the positions for each color to determine which letters are relevant in the serum formula. So we're going to need to open this up. Okay. Color on the test tube sequence. Alright, so using the pin, you're going to focus. There we go. So using the pin here, you can see that there's purple in the middle, green on the right, and peach on the left. So that's what it means when it says they correspond to the positions on the pin. So we're going to take the Volatile Solution serum here, following around the loop here, or following around the arrow here. Ends up spelling, you go middle for the first one because it's purple, then left for the second one because it's the peach, then right for the N, middle for the E, and then it's right for the R, right for the D, middle for the E, left for the M, middle for the O, left for the N, right for the S, which is Inner Demons. So let's go ahead and kick over to here and type in Inner Demon. I can't type. And it's taking a while. Looks like it accepted it, but dang, there we go. First one done. Turn to profile. Begin number 2. Number 2, prime time. The Autobots developed a counting system where stages of transformation correspond to numbers. By converting the numbers to letters, they create a language in disguise. This code was used to keep Optimus Prime's alter ego secret from enemy forces. Turn to the shift sequence in your Loot Crate guide, insert, and use the transformation numerals to decode it. Transformation numerals are here. There's also Morse code on the back. Maybe that's for a later one. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that makes sense. Okay. 2. Alright. Convert the number string into letters based on their number in the alphabet. So it's going to be a 1 to 26 Cypher, essentially. It's the most basic version of Cypher we can do here. Enter the decoded numbers and spell your challenge. Decoded numbers to spell your challenge answer. So it would be, yeah, okay. It's just a weird way to phrase that. Alright, so you're going to take your shift sequence. This is going to be word 1, word 2, word 3. And you'll take these, add each line together to get a different letter in that word. So you'll take these and add every line together to get each letter. So each line is going to be a letter. You'll take the two symbols, add them together, and that'll get the number in the alphabet 1 through 26 that it will end up being for all 3 words. And we'll get the challenge answer here momentarily. So just to clarify, there are things other than addition on here. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's multiplication over on that one, and then there's subtraction over there. So there's multiplication and addition there. Luckily, they didn't do any out of order, if that makes sense. They didn't like put a multiplication after a addition. I guess I'm assuming they did that so they didn't throw anyone off, because some people are really confused by the whole order of operations thing when doing arithmetic and other math questions. So to avoid confusion, it looks like they did do a pretty good job of keeping the multiplication first in the line. So let's go ahead and get into that challenge answer. Alright, so after going through doing all the math on here, correlating it to the respective number in the alphabet, we ended up with 18 Wheel Warrior for the challenge answer for number 2. And it's accepting it. Boom. Number 2 down. Turn to profile. Alright. On to number 3. Hero's Code. Keen eyes are superpower unto themselves, as even the simplest images can hold secret meaning. Study the focal points called out in these messages to discover an urgent rallying cry that the Justice League is hidden in plain sight. Use the focal points to discover hidden letters in your DC poster booklet. And write the hidden letters in sequence to spell your challenge answer. Okay. So I just have to find each one of those in here. And whatever's blacked out on all of these images is going to be the letter that we will use to spell out our challenge answer. And so we went through the poster book, found each of these, looked at the letters. Some of them were a little tricky to figure out what letter they were intending, especially when the first word is only an acronym for Justice League America. It's JLA, so the first word isn't even a real word. So I was second guessing myself a whole bunch on this first one here, because it just could have been a J, but JLA wasn't a word, so it didn't make sense to me. And then going through it, this one over here with Superman and Batman in it, this could have been a D, it could have been a T, it could have been an I. Like, it was just very poor way to do this. I'm not a fan of this puzzle. I'm a fan of the poster book, but I know you can only do so much with the artistry and making it too easy, but still, this one, it truly could have been anything. But I believe it spells JLA, so Justice League America United, which would make sense, right? Yep, that's what it's supposed to be. And I will show you guys. It's this area down here by the leg. If that to you looks more like an I than it does a D, you need to get some glasses, because that is definitely a D right there next to his leg. Definitely. But moving right on. Alright, so number 4. Maybe? There we go. Cypher, a piece of Cybertonian debris that arrived with the Autobots, held a mystery. Curiously familiar symbols resembling a modified Morse code, Optimus Prime himself encoded the string to guard a valued artifact and has provided a cipher key to decode the string. Now, the string was actually in the box, or printed on the box. I noticed it while I was putting together Optimus Prime up there on my shelf. So I've took the liberty to cut out the string from the box, and it goes from the white, or the outline arrow there, over to the solid black arrow on the other side. That would be left to right, and we are going to use the cipher key here, and real quick, the letter G over here is supposed to be 2 dashes. I probably could have figured that out, but I did catch that on the Secret Order of the Keys Facebook page, which is down in the description. That's where you can go to get help from me and other looters, and Secret Order of the Keys folks themselves are pretty helpful on there, and they're really active. They message you back real quick with any other questions you might have. So we're going to use that to decipher the Morse code and come up with our challenge answer. And so after decoding our string of modified Morse code here, we ended up with Matrix of Leadership. So let's go ahead and plug that in to Matrix of Leadership. And it's accepting it. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Return to profile. And click on number 5. Molecular Smash. The Hulk's mighty brawn can smash through most obstacles, but Bruce Banner is the brains of the operation. These molecular models house the secret behind his incredible transformation, provided you can decipher his super science he used to create them. Jeebus, I cannot read tonight. Instructions. Rotate your bowl so the thumb matches the dot position on the molecular models. Only look at the string of letters that extends from the called out finger. So it's left hand. Why is it a left hand? Well, I guess most people are right-handed, so it makes sense. Rotate your bowl. Read the relevant strings inward from the outermost ring, eliminating each letter that has an alter ego. That sounds complicated. Combine the remaining letters from each string in the order listed on the page. Sounds like a plan. Oh, that's awful. Alright, here is from the desk of Bruce Banner, chemical compound study. In order it goes pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. This would be a lot easier if you print it out, but my printer's out of commission right now, so I will be making do. Alright, so when you take your bowl, line it up appropriately. You read the appropriate finger from the outermost ring in towards the middle. leaving out the duplicate letters. So B-E-L-T, so on and so forth, throughout the order listed here on the page. And you get belted by gamma rays. Let's go ahead and plug that in over here. Boom. Donezo. Turn to profile. Alright, and moving right along to number 6. Web walking. Peter Parker walks a web-thin tightrope. Every day he protects the world as Spider-Man between bad guys, date drama, super science, and part-timing at the Daily Bugle. It's easy to get turned around. Walk the web yourself, find out how he stays on top of it all. Place your Spider-Man Q-Fig. In the center of the Loot Crate Guide insert, which is a spider web. Orient Spider-Man's web shot according to the web headings, which are here. Ooh, northeast, southeast, northeast. Alright. Got this. So you start... Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is the starting direction that you aim him. And then this is the direction you turn. So there's the circle with the dot. Circle with the line. Just a standard circle down there. And then this side is the half moon. And then follow the directions, moving north, east, south, and west as instructed, writing down each letter you step on. You step on, but he's hanging from the thing. Alright, let's give it a go, and we'll get the challenge into here momentarily. Not a huge fan of the way they did this one. I know there's not really too many options to do this, but you have to reorient the map because they're using north, south, east, west on here. I'm going to treat this as a map. So you kind of have to reorient this as you move. Otherwise, this becomes not north, south, east, west. You have to orient it as if you, as around this center point here. So say the dot's the one we're doing, so we're going to leave that up. Starting at the star over here, you go north 1, so I. And then you kind of have to rotate a little bit so that's north, so that it's upright, and then progress from there and go east. Again, orient, then go south, then go east, and again orienting it each time will save you quite a bit of a headache. And doing that throughout using each of the symbols here as north initially and starting at the star that it's closest to. You spell out the lyrics to the 80s Spider-Man cartoon. And then the last two words there are radioactive blood, and that's what they want for the challenge, I'm assuming, based on what. So let's look up the phrase, you spell, and complete it to find the challenge answer. So it's radioactive blood. Boom. Done. That's all 6 alter ego challenges done for you guys, and me as well. right there. Got our Alter Ego key. Look at that. So we should be getting the patch for next month later. This is the Guardians one that I got in this crate. So looks like it's going to be pretty consistently a patch. It's hoping for something a little bit more displayable, but these can be displayable. I might be able to make a little display out of them once I get enough of them in here. But definitely check back. I'll be doing another one of these next month for the crate that's coming out then. Hopefully get it as early as I got this one, because it gave me a couple days to be able to actually sit down and do this. And hopefully I get some more cool stuff like Spidey here, or the I still like my Goonies shirt that I got last month, which is pretty cool. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section down below. Hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.